It is late October 2014, and the first trailer for this just arrived. Now, in light of this, I wanted to talk about my theory about the Infinity Gauntlet and the Infinity Gems in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But first, a little bit of background. So for those of you who don't know, the Infinity Gauntlet is, well, a glove that grants its wielders god-like powers via 6 gems. These gems being space, time, reality, mind, life, and power. Now, the main bad guy associated with the gauntlet is Thanos, the big purple titan who wants to use the gauntlet to destroy the world, or rather, destroy the universe. So far, we've seen at least 3 of these Infinity Gems, or stones, show up in the movie universe. And I'm going to give my theories on what I think they all are. So the first one we see is the Tesseract from Captain America and the Avengers. I'm actually going to get to that one later. Then we have the Ether from Thor 2, the red-black liquid thing that was used by Malekith in his attempt to cover the universe in darkness. Now, my theory is that this is the space gem, because if you look at the name of it, Ether is the ancient Greek classical element for space. It is the blackness of space. So it would make a lot of sense if it was the space gem. And then we come to the Tesseract. Now, Marvel producer Kevin Feige has said that the Tesseract is the space gem, but just for argument's sake, just hypothetically, I'm going to disagree. I think that the Tesseract is actually the time gem. Now, the reason I think this is, for one, if you look at the word, a Tesseract is a theoretical fourth-dimensional cube, the fourth dimension commonly thought of as time. And in light of the fact that it was used to create wormholes, that's also a property of, space and time, the space-time continuum. So it wouldn't be completely out of place for that to be the time gem. Now, that also leaves us with the Orb of Morag from Guardians of the Galaxy. This, I believe, is the power gem, mainly because it provided its wielders with a lot of power, and it's been confirmed by writer-director James Gunn that it is the power gem. Now, that leaves one other potential gem, and that is Loki's scepter. A lot of people seem to think that it's the mind gem, and I completely disagree. For many reasons. One, mind control is already in Loki's power set. He doesn't need something else to allow him to do that. And two, why would Thanos give one of his Infinity Stones to a random guy he has a very loose alliance with? Even if Thanos felt that he could trust Loki, and there's no reason why he should, what if he fails? Then he just lost an Infinity Stone, which is what happened. So I don't think that Loki's scepter is the mind gem at all. Now, going back to the Ether, if the Tesseract is in fact the space gem, what could the Ether be? Well, the most likely theory, in my opinion, is that it would be the reality gem. Not only would this make the most sense, as Malekith from Thor 2 was sort of trying to rewrite reality, one could argue, it would also be a very welcome nerf for that power, in my opinion. I mean, think about it. If you say you have only the reality gem, you could just be like, well, I'm going to change reality so that I have all the gems. Poof. And then you just have the whole set. Little overpowered. It's also possible that it could be the life gem, because it did bind to living hosts. However, the powers of the Ether had nothing to do with life or even the concept of death. But I guess we'll find out a little more in Avengers Age of Ultron now, won't we? Alright, see you all next time.